Hey guys, hi, hello, namaste, adabas, sriyakal, assalamu alaikum, vanakkam, and khamma ghani to all of you. Welcome to today's class, guys, and this is your Prodigy series for CBSE 10. And the topic we are starting is a very easy chapter, that is probability. Alright, so in this chapter, guys, as you all know, grade 9th, already you have some idea about probability and how easy chapter it is. So we'll be moving bit ahead of that. So in grade 9 you have learned about experimental probability, and this time we'll be reading about the classical approach towards probability, है ना? Alright, so let us start the class, guys. So my name is Gopal Paliwal. I am your master teacher of mathematics here at Vedantu. I have done my graduation from IIT Dhanbad and I have been teaching from the past 5 years. So we will be understanding this chapter in detail. Let us solve the first part. The first topic today, I will be discussing the introduction and problems on the probability. Second session, I have kept one more session to cover all the different types of problems. All right. So by the end of this session, we'll be able to solve this kind of question. By the end of this session, we'll be able to solve this kind of questions. Now let's first understand what is probability, beta. So probability is nothing but, like, suppose you know na, what are the chances of happening of something, है ना? When you wake up in the rain, suppose if it is the rainy season and you have to go out, you'll just look outside and you'll see ki whether it will rain or not. If you see clouds, you'll say कि oh, it might rain today, more chances of raining. You'll take an umbrella, you'll not take chance. But it's not proper. Like if you'll think कि हाँ, it has more chances of raining, it might be possible that it doesn't even rain. And sometimes it's like bright sunny day in the morning, by the evening it starts raining. So you cannot say anything what will happen for real, but you can at least calculate the chances. You can at least calculate the chances that which has more possibility of happening, right? For example, let's say if I talk about the chances, so if I say ki guys, I'm throwing a dice and I'm saying ki bacha dekho, either you can put your bet, suppose you can put your bet ki one bet is I will get 6, the other bet is I will not get 6 when I'm throwing a dice. So you will know ki sir, if you're throwing a dice, you can get 6, but not getting 6 has more chance of happening, because when not getting 6, it can be 1 also, 2 also, 3 also, 4 also, 5 also. So logically, where you will bet, you will not get 6. Actually, in reality, it can be 6, it cannot be 6, it depends, but the chances of not getting 6 is more. So how do we calculate that mathematically? We need to understand probability. So it is used in many fields like mathematics, physical sciences, and commerce maybe it is used, biological sciences, like what is the probability of like their regeneration, all that they study. It is a important topic. Alright, so this experimental probability we have already learned in grade 9th. In grade 9, we have already learned about it. We'll be moving on towards the probability, a theoretical approach, a classical approach towards probability. So in grade 9 and grade 10, what is the difference? Although both are probability only, but in grade 9, the experiment was conducted. Suppose a coin is tossed 100 times. They'll say head you got 48 times and tail you got 52 times. So if they'll ask what is the probability of getting head, you will say it's a total number of trials. How many trials we have done? 100. In how many trials we have got? 48. 48 by 100 is the probability. So this is experimental probability, because experiment is already conducted. So this is a topic which is like a good topic, but we are more focused as a mathematician. We are more focused towards the theoretical approach. Alright, so experimental probability mein we say number of trials in which the event happened by the total number of trials. Now what does this theoretical approach says? In this theoretical approach, guys, we do not conduct the experiment. We don't do the experiment. I will not give you this result, this table like how many times you are getting head, how many times you are getting tail. I'll just ask, if I toss a coin, what is the probability of getting a head and what is the probability of getting a tail. A coin is tossed. Calculate probability of getting head. All right, this is your question. So this is a theoretical approach, because in this we are not conducting the trial. We are not doing any trial of the experiment. As in the experimental cases, we were doing the trial. So here it is not given whether we have conducted this trial or not. We are just tossing it without tossing it to tell me what are the chances. So the formula for this is number of outcomes which are favorable to the event E, and E is here. It is E na. So probability of happening of anything will be number of outcomes favorable to the event. Event means whatever they are telling us to prove, divide by total number of outcomes. Okay, divide by total number of outcomes. So we'll come back to this question one more time, but first let's look at some of the terms. So first term, experiment. What is an experiment? A process which results in well-defined outcome. Outcome means result. You will get some result. For example, when I toss a coin, I get head, I get tail. When I throw a dice, I can get 1, I can get 2, I can get 3, I can get 4, I can get 5, and I can get 6. Right? So this is what is called experiment. We know well-defined outcomes. Now random experiment is those experiment in which we cannot define, like we cannot find out what will be the outcome. Random experiment means we know what are the different possible outcomes, but what will happen in real, that we cannot say. For example, when I toss a coin, I know the possibilities is either it will be head or it will be tail, right? So it is an experiment, but this tossing a coin is a random experiment, because until and unless the coin lands on the ground and we see the result, we cannot predict that whether it will be head, it will be tail. That is a cricket where they'll do toss, right? To be fair, no partiality towards any team. Whoever wins the toss, they'll choose what they want to do. So it's all fair. Both the team decides ki ha, okay, it's all up to luck, right? That's why it's called ki toss is a random experiment. We cannot predict the outcome. All right, okay. Then comes sample space. So sample space, don't go into too much technicality. It's simple. All possible outcomes. Whenever an experiment is done, what are the different results? What are the different outcomes can be there? That is called all possible outcomes. And this is very important for us. Why? Because number of all possible outcomes is in the denominator. Here, see in the denominator, number of all possible outcomes. So for every question of probability, we have to find out the all possible outcomes. For example, when I toss a coin, there are two possible outcomes. I will get head or I will get tail. So here I can say, sir, first thing, number of possible outcomes, number of possible outcomes. So sample space, I can say, sir, when I toss a coin, there are two possible outcomes. Either I will get head or I will get tail. So total 2 possible outcomes are there. So these are the only outcomes. Every time you do the toss 1000 times, either it will be head, it will be tail, nothing else, right? So that is your sample space. We have written all the possible outcomes. Okay. Now equally likely outcome means what? Those outcomes which have equal chances of coming. Not equally likely, those who do not have equal chances of happening. है ना? अब देखो elementary event. What is an elementary event? Event has only one possible outcome. Understand this thing. Elementary event, if you will see, elementary event, if you will see, for example, let's say getting to while throwing a die or a dice. When you throw a dice, getting 2, there is only one possibility and there is only one event you will get to. But instead, so this is called elementary event. Then there are some compound event. There are some compound event. All of you already know about the event. Event means whatever some group of results or an individual result about which we are finding the probability is called event. Compound event, suppose if I give you getting an even number while throwing a dice. Getting an even number while throwing a dice. So I can say some possibilities are either you can get 2 or 4 or 6. In all these three outcomes, your answer is an even number. So there are three favorable outcomes. So getting an even number is a compound event because three events are favorable to it. Because three events are favorable, but getting 2 is an elementary event because only one event is favorable to it. Right? Only one event is defining getting 2. But when I say getting an even number, three different events are defining getting an even number. Alright? Okay. Now remember guys, the sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is equal to 1. It's a very important thing. If we add the probability of all the individual elementary events, I'll explain that in the question as well. It is equal to 1. Okay? Now complementary event is what? Complementary event is not happening of something. E is suppose happening of an event. E, if I'm saying, is suppose happening of an event. So E bar, we represent it as E bar. E bar represents not happening of an event. Not happening of an event. And the probability of not happening of something can be written as 1 minus probability of happening of it. Why 1? Because remember beta, all of you have already learned total sum of all the probabilities of sum of all the elementary probabilities is 1. In grade 9 you have also learned that by probability is always from 0 to 1, 0 being impossible. Impossible, even if probability of something is 0, it means it is impossible. If probability of something is 1, it is sure. If it is in between, it can happen, it may not happen, it may happen, may not happen. More it is closer to 1, more are the chances of its happening. More it is closer to 0, less are the chances of its happening. Okay? Now look at this question. Number of possible outcomes, I have told in tossing a coin, 2 possible outcomes. Now let's talk about the favorable outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes. So how many favorable outcomes? You want to get a head. So getting head means what? Only one possible outcomes. One favorable outcome. So I can say probability of getting head will be number of favorable outcomes to the event divided by total number of outcomes. Okay? Similarly guys, you can see probability of getting tail. So getting tail में favorable outcomes, how many will be there? Only one event, getting tail. So here probability of getting tail, favorable outcome, number of favorable outcome 1, total number of outcomes 2. Right? ठीक है? And guys remember here I have told now resultant of the probabilities of all elementary event is 1. You can say probability of getting head in a coin toss plus probability of getting tail. These are the only elementary events. Their sum is half plus half equal to 1. And probability 1 means sure. So what it says, ki suppose if I toss a coin and I'll tell you, ki you tell me to choose what you want. I'll say head and tail both. We are tossing a coin. You told me choose, sir. You didn't tell me choose anyone. You told me choose. I'll say head and tail both. So no matter what happens, I have won the toss. I have won the toss, right? Can you all agree? So that means I'm very sure that either it will be head or it will be tail. So I'm pretty sure I am winning that. The same thing as told over here. If I say either it will be head, probability of head means either I will get head or I will get tail. So I have added the probabilities of all the elementary events. Obviously, I have covered all the possible outcomes. So I will say answer will be 1. So it says ki, total probability is going to be equal to 1. Alright, I have told you impossible event probability 0, sure event probability 1. Impossible event probability 0. Why? Because in that case 0 can be written as 0 by 1. So 0 means no favorable event. There was no favorable event. no favorable no favorable outcome to the event, no favorable outcome to the event, है ना. So since there is no favorable outcome to the event, so we will say sir zero favorable outcome, so 0 by anything. Let's say there are n possible outcomes, so 0 by n will be 0, that is why impossible. And if probability of an sure event is 1, because all the possible outcomes are favorable, so n by n, all the possible outcomes are favorable to the event, n by n, probability is 1. For example, probability of getting a number less than 10 while throwing a dice. So I know that in a dice all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all are favorable to this event because all numbers are less than 10. So 6 favorable outcomes upon total favorable outcome 6 only. So 1, probability is 1, highest value of probability. ठीक है बच्चों. Alright, so this is the basics of probability. Now basics are very easy, है ना. Main thing is questions. There are variety of questions in this particular topic, and that is why I have taken 2 sessions so that I'll be able to cover each and every kind of question. Alright, now guys, before I go ahead, let me tell you about Vedantu's NTSE subscription and how it can be an amazing deal for you, and then we'll move ahead with the questions. So देखो guys, first thing, Vedantu's result you have seen in NTSE. Even now you can see stage 1, stage 2, 139 selections. Alright, and counting, because all other results are also coming, and this is the highest selection from any other institute. So being an NTSE scholar is a prestigious thing. Next advantage for you is कि बेटा NTSE examinations pattern is also now multiple choice type, MCQ type. Sorry, NTSE was already MCQ. Boards are also now MCQ. So if you are preparing for NTSE, you are also preparing for your boards as well. So they are overlapping. So in like one arrow, you are shooting both the targets. That's the same thing happening over here. And the third thing, guys, we will be covering all the important chapters: maths, physics, chemistry, biology, social science. So all your subjects are covered, along with mental ability, which is the 50%, like 50% of the marks comes from mental ability test. All subjects are covered, both stage 1, stage 2 throughout. So you'll be taught with live classes, है ना. Next thing, you have the access to test series. Now guys, tell me one thing. This test series, the questions are same like in the NTSE, and the topics are same topics are in the boards as well. So these will be useful for you for practicing boards as well. So this test series you are getting, which is a very important thing, and in this you are able to revise all the topics quickly. Also, classes will be taught, recording will be available to you to see it later. You can ask unlimited doubts in the classes as well as on Vedantu's app after the class. So you get access to Vedantu's doubts app as well. And you can ask as many doubts as you want in that doubts app. So that's the biggest thing. After test series, this is the second biggest thing. Sorry, after test series and the classes, this is the biggest thing, because you can ask unlimited doubts on the doubts app as well. Previous year paper will be taught in detail, analysis of it will be given, which topics are important, and summary notes for all the topics. Key concepts, important formulas, class recording, everything will be made available to you. Only thing is, when you are doing registration, to save money, don't forget to apply GPE Pro to get 10% off. ठीक है, अब क्या करना है बेटा for this? How do you register it? Go to any of my grade 10th videos, alright, and here either in the pinned comment section, here you can see by Vedantu NTSE crash course, or in the description box here by Vedantu NTSE crash course, click on this and you will be taken to the page specifically made for NTSE crash courses. You can see everything, all the features available over here. See, everything is written over here. It's simple, a one-step process. Just click over here on buy now and you just have to log in with your email ID and you will be registered, है ना. And here देखो GPE Pro is applied, so the price which was 5,000 for all the subjects, test series and Vedantu's doubt app will reduce further and it will be 4,500. And guys, this is not the monthly price. This is the price for the whole course. So the whole course will be you'll be able to get you'll be getting access to it in this price, rupees 4,500. So that's an amazing opportunity, guys. Please do not miss out on this. Your preparation for boards and NTSC now can happen simultaneously. Alright, if you want to see some features, suppose how you can see the notes and classes. So suppose if you want to watch the replay of any class, just go over here in the past classes which are already conducted, click here on replay. Once you click on this replay, guys, you'll be able to get the access to the replay. Here you will be seeing content, I'll be over here, everything. Next thing, beta, next thing is what? You want to get the notes, click on get notes and you'll be able to download the notes of that session in the PDF version. You can see in the teacher's handwriting. Okay, so everything is going to be absolutely correct. Alright guys, so now let's move ahead with our questions. Okay, the first question we have is, a bag contains lemon flavored candies only. Malini takes out one candy without looking in the bag. What is the probability that she takes out an orange flavored candy and a lemon flavored candy? So देखो बेटा, it is clearly written she has only lemon flavored candies. So for the first one, probability of getting an orange flavored candy, obviously, by suppose there are some n candies. Suppose there are n candies, है ना, n candies. So n candies are there, out of which none of them are orange flavored. So probability is 0 because it is impossible. है ना, obviously, if you have only lemon flavored candies, how can you get orange flavor? You are not magician or something. ठीक है. Second, for probability for lemon flavored, so you can use your brain. These are all are lemon flavored, so no matter what candy I'll pick, it will be lemon flavored. So probability 1, which means sure event. Which means what? Sure event. Alright, ठीक है. Next one. A die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting first a prime number, second a number lying between, this word is very important, I'll tell you that, between 2 and 6, third an odd number. So beta, when I throw a dice, total number of possible outcomes, I can say total number of possible outcomes will be, either I will get 1 or I'll get 2 or I'll get 3 or I'll get 4 or I'll get 5 or I'll get 6. So total how many possible outcomes? 6 possible outcomes. There are total 6 possible outcomes. Now let's go for the first one. Probability of getting a prime number. Now let's see favorable to the event, favorable outcomes to event 1. What is that? You want a prime number. So for prime number, what are the prime numbers in this? So you will say, sir, 1, 2, 3, 5. Remember guys, 1 is neither prime nor composite. So I will say 2, 3 and 5. 3 prime numbers are there. Total 3 favorable outcomes. So probability will be number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes, which is 1 by 2. Easy. So beta, any question, this is the approach. First, write all the possible outcomes. Second, whenever you have to find out probability, write the favorable outcomes and solve it. Second one, favorable outcomes. Favorable outcomes. Now guys, understand the word. It is saying the number lying between 2 and 6. So when I say between 2 and 6, remember we do not include 2 and 6. Between them we want. If I say from 2 and 6, we will include 2 and 6 both. So there is a difference between and from. If I say a number lying between 2 and 6, don't include 2, don't include 6. Between them we have 3, 4, 5. So 3 favorable outcomes. So probability in this case will be again 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2. Alright, between. If the question was find the number lying from 2 to 6, so in that case 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, total 5 possible outcomes would be there. Alright, let's go for the next one. Next. Okay, I think this will be visible. Third one, odd number. So favorable outcomes. How many odd numbers do you have, guys, over here? So odd numbers we have 1, 3 and 5. So probability over here also is 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2. Alright, now you might think, sir, you told sum of all the probabilities is 1. How it is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, it is becoming 3 by 2. Beta, remember I have told you probability, sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events. Elementary events. These are all compound events. They go more than 3 outcomes. So in this way I can create many events. Alright, but if I say probability of getting 1 plus probability of getting 2 plus probability of getting 3 plus probability of getting 4 plus probability of getting 5 plus probability of getting 6, then it will be equal to 1, because these are elementary events. Probability of getting 1 favorable outcome by 6. Probability of getting 2 is also 1 by 6. 1 by 6, 6 times of 1 by 6 is 1. Okay, next question. It is known that a box of 200 electric bulbs contains 16 defective bulbs. If one bulb is taken out at random from the box, what is the probability that the bulb drawn is defective, non-defective? So beta, I know total number of bulbs. Total number of bulbs we have are 200. Number of defective bulbs. Number of defective bulbs, I will say, sir, 16. So probability of getting a defective bulb will be, sir, dekho, first thing, how many options do you have? Total number of outcomes, let's see. Let's see the total number of outcomes. Bulb. So total you have 200 bulbs, you can choose any one out of them. Out of those, you want a defective bulb right now. How many defective bulbs? 16 defective bulbs. So you can say it will be equal to 16 by 200, which is 8 by 100, which is 4 by 50, which is 2 by 25. Easy. Easy, 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 easy. Right? Okay? Next one. Probability of non-defective. So देखो, there are two ways. One is कि sir, number of defective bulbs is suppose 16. Non-defective or the correct ones are 200 minus 16. So which will be equal to what? 284. Oh, sorry, 184. 184 by 200, you will get your answer. Second way of doing it is that probability of non-defective means not defective. So probability of getting a not defective bulb, a bulb which is not defective, will be 1 minus probability of getting a defective bulb. Remember, I have told you. So it will be 1 minus 2 upon 25. Take LCM, 25 minus 2 by 25, which is 23 upon 25. Alright? ठीक है बच्चों? So this is how this question can be done. Next question. One card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting an ace, getting a 4 of spades, getting a 9 of black suit and a red king. Okay. So this is a question. So but it is very important that first we look at the cards. So how the card looks. So in the cards na beta, there are 4 suits. There are 4 suits in a card. First is called spade. Okay. First suit is called spades. The second suit is called clubs. The second suit is called what? Clubs. This cards arrangement you need to understand. Okay, you need to understand, है ना? ऐसा नहीं है कि अरे सर you are teaching us, we can teach you, है ना? Don't be like that. Yes, sir, card तो we know, sir. Been playing a lot, sir. We can teach you, sir, if you want, है ना? So don't show that overconfidence. Just see here once. So one is your heart. This blue and red is contrasting so much. It looks like heart, right? I hope it looks like heart. Not the actual heart. This is the symbolic heart. In literature, this is used as a symbolic heart. Actual heart, all of you have seen, you know? How heart is heart. And then the other one is diamond. You know? The other one is diamond. Alright. In Hindi we have different names. This is the English name. What are these? These are your English name. This is diamond. This is heart. The other one is club. And this is spade. Okay, right? Now, remember, spade and club. Spades and club, they are also called black cards. So when I talk about a black card, there are spades cards and club cards. Both are handled in that. And when I talk about red cards, so heart and diamond, both of them come under red cards. Okay? And when you join all of them, you get your deck of cards. Deck of cards. Alright. So there are total 52 cards. Alright. 13 in each. 13 spade cards, 13 club cards, 13 heart cards, 13 diamond cards. So total number of black cards will be 26 black cards and 26 red cards. And 26 plus 26, total 52 cards. Okay? Now these 13 cards, what are those? So they go 2, 3, 5. Oh sorry, what I'm doing? 2, 3, 5. I started prime number series. Okay, so mathematics doesn't go away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After that, not 11, 12, 13. Jack, queen, king, and ace. So these are your 13 cards. Every suit has same. So there is a 2 of spade, 2 of club, 2 of heart, 2 of diamond. 3 of spade, 3 of club, 3 of heart, 3 of diamond, like that. Alright. So this 2 to 10, these are also called number cards. These are also called number cards. This jack, queen and king, they are called face cards because they have face on them. I hope by now all of you have seen the deck of cards once. And ace is neither face because it doesn't have a face on it, nor number card because there is not a number as well. Neither face nor number card. Alright, okay. Now let's understand this question. The first one, what it says, first one, probability of getting an ace card. So I can say the total there are 52 cards. Total there are 52 cards. How many ace cards will be there? So you'll say sir, one will be ace of spade, ace of club, ace of heart, ace of diamond. For every number or every 2, 3, every type of card, there are 4 cards. One of spade, one of club, one of heart, one of diamond. So 4 favorable outcomes, which is 1 by 30. Next, probability of getting 4 of spades. अब देखो बेटा, there are total 52 cards. Now in this spade, there are 13 cards. Out of those 13 cards, how many have 4 on them? Only 1 card. So there is only 1 4 of spade is there, so 1 by 52. Next, third one, probability of getting 9 of black suit. So black suit mein beta, what I have told, both spade and clubs are included in black. So 9 will be, there will be 1 9 of spade and there will be 1 9 of club. So 2 favorable cards out of 52, which is 1 by 26. And then the fourth one, probability of getting a red king. Red king, so there will be 1 red king of heart, 1 king of diamond, so total 2 red kings out of 52 cards, which is 1 by 26. Alright, so this is how you can write the probability. Always, every time, total possible outcomes, number of favorable outcomes to the event divided by total possible outcomes. Alright बच्चों, ठीक है. Next question देखो. So this question was very important. Tomorrow also we'll do some card questions, है ना? But this is for your understanding. Okay, next one. A game of chance consists of spinning an arrow which comes to the rest, pointing at one of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and these are equally likely. Equally likely means all have equal chances of coming. What is the probability that it will point at 8? So देखो, this arrow can point at anywhere. So total number of possible outcomes. Total number of possible outcomes will be 8. What? It can stop at 1, it can stop at 2, it can stop at 3, it can stop at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 possible outcomes. Let's get fun. probability of it stopping at 8, pointing at 8, probability of getting 8. So देखो, out of all these, I know total 8 possible outcomes we have, but in this case arrow will be pointing at 8 only in one case, when it is pointing towards 8. So 1 by 8. Second one, probability of getting an odd number. So out of these 8 possible outcomes, there are 4 numbers which are odd. What are those? 1, 3, 5, 7. So 4 favorable outcomes out of all 8 favorable outcomes, so 1 by 2. Third one, probability of a number greater than 2. Greater than 2. So total 8 possible outcomes. Greater than 2, how many numbers we have? We have 3. They go greater than 2 they are asking. So 2 you cannot take. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 6 possible outcomes. 3 by 4. Last one, a number less than 9. Probability of getting a number less than 9. So all the numbers are less than 9. 8 favorable outcomes out of 8 favorable outcomes. 1, because it is a sure event. It will definitely happen. No matter what my result is, the number is definitely going to be less than 9. Alright बच्चों, ठीक है. Next question. This is our star mark question. This is our star mark question. A box contains some black balls and 30 white balls. If the probability of drawing a black ball is 2/5 of a white ball, find the number of black balls in the box. So देखो, number of black balls we don't know. Let's say number of black balls is, let's say, x. Then number of white balls. Number of white balls will be 30 given in the question. So total number of balls, total possible outcomes na. Total number of balls we have x plus 30, right? So I can say the probability of getting a white ball will be how much? So total x plus 30 balls are there, out of which 30 are white. Then I can say the probability of getting a black ball. So total 30 x plus 30 balls are there, out of which x are black, right? Now the question is telling you that probability of getting a black ball, probability of getting a black ball is 2/5 of probability of getting a white ball. That's your equation. Just replace the value. Probability of getting a black ball is x upon x plus 30 is 2 by 5 times of 30 upon x plus 30. You can clearly see x plus 30 get cancelled. 5 ones are 5 6 are, x is equal to 2 into 6, 12. So number of black balls in the box is what? X. So number of black balls is 12. Number of black balls is equal to 12. Alright बच्चों, ठीक है? So this is how this amazing question will be solved. Alright, okay. तो बस आज के लिए इतना ही. This is all in today's class. Tomorrow in the next class we'll be solving some more problems. Now this is your homework question. I would like all of you to give me the answer for this question in the comment section. In the comment section, let me know what should be the answer and be the homework stars. Alright, again guys, I have already told you about Vedantu's NTSC subscription. Very good point right now to prepare for NTSC also, because it will help you in boards and you get the test series, live classes and access to Vedantu's Doubts app as well. So GPE Pro is your code to get 10% off, and you'll get this whole course in just rupees 4,500, which includes all the subjects. Alright, and this is the course price for the whole course. So it's an awesome deal right now, beta. Please do not miss out on this. And yes, this is all from my side in today's class. I'll see you all in the next class, guys. Till then, bye bye, sayonara, Khuda Hafiz to all of you. Please don't forget to like this video, share the video with your friends and subscribe to the channel. If you are new here, I'll see you soon. Bye bye, sayonara, Khuda Hafiz to all of you guys. Bye bye.